Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to review SMRTAlgo, which came up on my Facebook feed and one of the ads. And so I've reviewed so many of these over the last year. This will probably be the last one that I look at unless I see something that looks really, really good coming up, something that's different, because all these things are really turning out to be very similar. Although I'd say SMRTAlgo isn't my top choice out of all the ones that I've looked at. I'd still say something like Algo Pro, which I've been using for a long time now, and it's a full review of it in the description below. You can see everything about it. They've released a few different versions since the original one that I tested, so I'll probably be doing an update on Algo Pro soon on the version 1.4. So I've tried it out and it's good, but SMRTAlgo I'm testing at the moment, and honestly I'm not impressed really at all. So if you want to join my Discord though, where we talk about bots and Algo Pro and things, I'll leave a link in the description. You can come and join, or actually email me, so I'll leave my email address. That's always easiest than putting a link out there that expires. So I'll put my email address so you guys can contact me really about any of the stuff that I do on the channel, but also if you want to join my free Discord where we talk about Algo Pro and some bot trading and some general chat on trading. So I'll do that for you guys. Make sure you reach out to me if you have any questions. So let's get started on SMRTAlgo. So this is the page right here. You can see it's a bit smaller than some of them, 3,000 verified users. Sometimes they have tens of thousands. So this one's a little bit less known, but they're definitely running a lot of aggressive Facebook ads at the moment. So looking through the page, nothing really stood out to me, but I purchased it for $87 anyway. So here's the pricing. So $87 per month. You can see that lifetime is only $500, which is definitely still almost double what you'll pay for Algo Pro. So it's definitely like you'd have to be significantly better, and it really isn't. I'd say it's inferior in a lot of ways, and we'll talk about those in a few minutes. I just wanted to show you the pricing though, because that often factors into these things, right? So 87 a month or 130 for 3 months isn't bad, but yeah. So they have the typical layout. They talk about do they repaint, and they say they don't. I haven't seen them repaint yet, and maybe we'll see a signal come up live in a few minutes when we go over to Trading View. But yeah, so this is the SMRTAlgo page. It all sounds great on paper. Buy sell signals. They do emphasize though, along with all these other algos, is there's no one algo that will just you can copy blindly and will work for you. The idea is to give you more signals and more information, more data, more usable guidelines on your trading. So I looked at the guide to start with, and it was kind of bare minimum, so I wasn't super impressed. They have video, basically it talks about pretty much what I'm just about to tell you guys, so there's nothing really new in that I found. And they have a few different things. They have a MACD, SMRTAlgo, MACD. They always do stuff like this. They always have these weird like moving averages or MACDs and oscillators and stuff. Anyway, this is all the information you really get. It's not very extensive at all. So everything I'm about to tell you is just from looking at the algo itself, and this is it right here. So it looks like we do actually have a sell signal on the 1 minute on SPY in progress here. It just hit the entry, so we can kind of keep an eye on that. Looks like the last sell signal worked really well, the big sell off here. So maybe we're going to see a repeat of this price action all the way down to here. We'll have a look. Let's keep an eye on that. So this is a 1 minute. Really, you don't get many settings. So you basically just have sensitivities, low, medium, or high. If you put it on low, you get fewer signals. They're supposed to be a bit better. You put it on high, you'll get a lot more. You'll probably see them all spread up here. I don't know who in their right mind would want to use it on high. It's just, remember, this is the 1 minute chart as well. So it's kind of crazy. So let's keep it on low. So the sell signal's in progress here on low. You can filter using the simple moving average at 200 SMA. I didn't really find that to be very helpful. They have a dashboard like a lot of these ones do. They all pretty much have the same thing when you get to the bottom of it. So basically it's saying that we're bullish in all these different time frames, daily, 2 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute. So this is very typical for these. Nothing extraordinary or new there really. Trailing stop loss is kind of interesting, but honestly, here's a trailing stop loss. Let's have a look at this signal right here. You can see this red line, so basically that's a trailing stop, or you can use the fixed stop or your own rules, which is what I do. I generally don't follow the indicators that clearly. So even though the signal is looking pretty good at the moment, you can see we had a buy and a sell right next to each other within like one minute candle, which is crazy. So the buy worked here, but then we had this mixed signals. And honestly, the accuracy of these signals, you can see the same thing happened here and here. On the 1 minute time frame, it's been pretty poor. But when you do get a good run, you get a good run, which is the problem is you have to actually get that right. How do you know this one is not a fake out like this sell signal was. And it's hard. So you can see the sells have been failing pretty miserably. But then it is an uptrending market, so you probably want to ignore the sell signals mostly and go for the buys. You can see this one is kind of working out at the moment though. We're heading down towards profit target number 1. And again, I'll leave a link in the description to purchase this thing if you think it's something that would help you. Definitely give it a try. The 1 minute's always the most flaky. So let's have a look at the longer time frames because it's hard to go on a 1 minute. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. Again, there's no backtesting in SMRTAlgo, so it's kind of just eyeball it and see if it will have worked. So this last buy signal on the 1 hour SPY worked pretty well. You can see it's up nicely. You can kind of get an idea for what the stop loss and the target profits are from this current signal. So again, you see a lot more chop than you do on something like Algo Pro. Generally, you're not getting so many. Like the win rate is pretty low compared to Algo Pro, which is notable on this 1 hour time frame. You shouldn't be getting so many pairs that are barely making any money on a nice uptrend like this. Algo Pro and SMRTAlgo were doing better than this on these time frames. You go to the daily, always good. It should work well on the daily. That's kind of the benchmark, right? Because there's less noise. But again, you see on the daily, there's a lot of fake outs. Like this one, the buy signal faked out and the sell. Sell worked here, buy worked here. So you just kind of eyeball it. It's quite bad. It's not the best. Here we've had a good run here. Hit a sell signal here, and then the buy is in progress. Obviously, we're in a strong bull market. Let's take a look at the 1 minute signal, see how it's working out. It's always good to see that. It's not quite hitting profit target 1 yet, so there is value to this, but it's definitely a lower win rate than something like Algo Pro. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below to take you to Algo Pro review that I did. It's definitely worth checking out. So yeah, overall, I'm not that impressed with this one. I think it's expensive for what you get. There's no advantages over something like Algo Pro or SMRTAlgo, and it really hasn't impressed me that much. Let's see what they have to say in their SMRTAlgo guide.
Hello traders, welcome to the SMRTAlgo YouTube channel.
Sounds like an AI bot talking.
Today we have something really special to share with you, which is an in-depth guide on how to use our SMRTAlgo indicators. This is going to take your trading to the next level, so let's jump right in. Our indicators are designed to simplify your trading experience while maximizing profitability. They tell you when to buy and sell, when to take profit, and where to put the stop loss. All instruments and candle types such as normal Japanese candlesticks. The red line shows you where you could potentially appears after a buy or sell signal to.
There are some other features, if we go back to the thing here, kind of reminding me. There are all these other things, but all of these algos have something similar. So they'll have supply-demand zones, they'll have reversal bands. So we put some of those on. Let's do the reversal bands. This is nothing different from Lux Algo or Algo Pro has though. So there really isn't an advantage to this from what I can see. So you can see areas here where there's supply and demand. You can use that as potential reversals, right? So this would be a good sell based on this reversal sell signal, but also because of the supply and demand red band here, which basically says we're probably going to sell off at this level. You can see when we hit this level here and consolidated, there was a green band here, which means you could probably see buyers stepping in and pushing us up, which is what happened. So this sell signal does look like the strongest one because recently, much stronger than this one, because you do have it hitting a reversal band up here, and you have the strong sell signal, and it's sure enough, it's actually making it down to profit target 1. People always ask me why I don't show these algos in real time, I'm trying to hide something, it's some sort of, mystery thing where they just put the signals on after the fact. And you can clearly see in this case, this signal is in real time. So hopefully that stops people from saying the usual thing that I get is, oh, these signals, they only just put them on the charts afterwards. It's no, they work in real time. It's just how accurate are they actually going to be. So you can see there's no way to do back testing on this, and a lot that puts them behind the competition. Lux Algo and Algo Pro are already putting back tests of some degree. To some degree they have back tests, but this one has nothing. Here's support and resistance. Again, I don't know how helpful this really is. You can kind of see that it's helpful in this case because you were hitting resistance and you had a sell signal. The confluence of those two combined, you'd say, okay, this is probably going to work. whereas you didn't have that in the sell that failed down here. And that's what you've got to do with this system, but also all these algos, is you've got to kind of piece it together yourself. It's usually not enough just to follow the buy and sell signals. So hopefully, you know, you can kind of put this stuff from Algo Pro on as well. It has these exact same features. But yeah, you can see this one's actually working out quite nicely. So, like I said, it's not completely useless. I just don't think it adds much to any of the other indicators. And I have a lot of these. Check out all the ones I have. So, Algo Pro, all those ones. Lux, Hex Go, Infinity, Lux, Simple, SMRTAlgo down the bottom here. And I've tried other ones as well. If you guys watch the channel, you'll see me testing out some other ones that I only kept for like a month. These are ones that I have for longer time periods. So the SMRTAlgo's down the bottom here. Really, I'm just using the SMRTAlgo version 1 here. Actually, this is the Pro, SMRTAlgo Pro that you see up on the screen at the moment. It's kind of stalling out the first profit target here. So I definitely think the accuracy is lower on this one than it is on Algo Pro. Anyway, I don't really have much else to say in this video about this one. I'll probably revisit it once I've used it a little bit more, and then do an update video where you guys can see how it's going. But so far I'm not impressed really, especially on the longer time frames where you shouldn't be getting so many sort of conflicting signals like this. This is the 1 minute chart, but you're seeing something similar on like the 4-hour chart. Go to this one. Like this chop is really, like here, should be avoidable. Like there's a lot of chop here. Sure, the sell signals are working, but the buy signals are stopping out pretty quickly as well. Overall, it's not that bad on the longer time frames, although this is pretty bad. But it definitely looks more poor than Algo Pro or Lux Algo or something. Go back and just have a look here. So see how we're doing with this 1 minute signal. Just kind of sent for that. So didn't quite hit profit target 1. You can adjust these, like you can set them up like you can with most of these systems. I think it's in here. Honestly, you're better just trading these by yourself though in terms of taking the profit loss. Like I usually just scalp 1 DTE options on these, so I'd already be out of this trade, probably for 10 to 20% profit. Anyway, hopefully that's helpful. I kind of recommend SMRTAlgo, but at the same time I don't think it's offering as good value for money as Algo Pro or Infinity Algo or Lux Algo. I think you're getting more for your money with those other ones. I'll leave links to them and this one in the description below. Alright, till next time.